to get the job done. We had, was a little disappointed at the half. I mean, I think we had over 300 yards of offense and 13 points. We were our own worst enemy. You know, fumbling the ball and bogging down in the red zone. But came out in the second half and got a big stop and went up and, you know, really never let them get closer than 2 scores after that. So good win to build on. Still got a lot to work on. But, you know, moving forward, halfway through, 4-2. 3-1 in the league, still control our own fate. So we got to just keep working, get better, and see what happens.
Did Allen finish his runs?
Well, I thought he did a little better. Yeah, I thought he played really good. He ran through a lot of tackles. Sure did.
You didn't have to throw the ball a lot, but it was another good passing performance from Josh.
Yeah, I mean, I think we threw the ball away 4 times.
Something like that.
Yeah. It was really there was no use to throw it once we saw how they were playing.
Was Jay Finch a boost to the offensive line today?
You know, I think he did okay. We'll have to watch the tape. It's hard to tell how those guys played in there until you really watch the tape. You know, we ran the ball pretty good inside, so they, you know, they had to be doing at least a decent job in there.
Coach, you talked the last couple of games, so you got up in the defense, what the other teams scored again. This time you got 27-14 against the stuff, so what's the way?
Right. We got up 20-7 and they let them score again. But they played really well. I thought they, other than one play in the first half, the one long run, they played really, really well. And, you know, they're going to hit some plays. The last drive was disappointing, but, you know, it was more of them making plays. The guys threw it up, and the big, tall receiver made plays, so you have to give him some credit. But, you know, I think we played better on defense the last 2 games for sure.
How satisfying was it to see him hold it on and get that out of the way that first?
Yeah, it was nice. He made a couple of catches early and hopefully got some confidence.
Did Nesbitt explain what he was on that pitch where he was trying to lob it or whatever it was he was trying to do?
I mean, he played, he did a really nice job getting us in the right place most of the time. And that's one I'm sure he'd like to have back. That's one that he wishes he hadn't done, I'm sure.
Minus the fumbles, is the offense kind of where you thought they would be this one?
There was some good and some bad. I mean, I think the first team offense punted once. And that was after a holding penalty, backed up. So they did some good things. We got to hold on to the ball, though.
A couple weeks ago, you talked about intensity and how you thought the guys were lacking it. But as you say, they're playing better. Is that part of the intensity you're starting to see now?
Yeah, you know, I don't know if we play with any more intensity, to be real honest with you. I think we just, you know, we hit some plays. Some individual guys played really well. Anthony Allen ran through a lot of tackles. I mean, you know, when we hit some plays. Anytime you rush for, I don't know what we ended up with, but anytime you rush for that much yardage, there's guys blocking, you know, downfield. We just played a little bit.
As your colleague, did you talk to Coach Groh? Did you have almost a look of relief or anything? Have you had a chance to
I
congratulate
think he
him?
was upset about that last drive. I'm sure he was. So.
But I guess, you know, you guys have to be friends off the field, and you guys work so close together. Are you going to have any, you know, congratulations? I know you really want, he wants to win all games, but you know it's special for this.
Yeah, you know, we didn't talk a lot about that this week. I mean, I've never been in that situation, and I'm sure he's close to a lot of those kids or whatever, but when you actually play the game, it really doesn't come into play. And, you know, he wasn't playing, and Coach London wasn't playing. It's the guys on the field that are playing the game.
You mentioned after NC State that a block punt seems to invariably lead to a loss. Does a kick out of bounds usually lead to a touchdown? It kind of seems that way.
Well, it's disappointing. He's really kicked the ball well, and again, he kicked well today on field goals. And you know, we started out kicking off pretty good. The last 2 or 3 left a little be desired.
Coach, speaking of special teams, how more often will we see Nesbitt on the hands team?
Every time we have to have it to win the game. I mean, we try to put our best 11 guys out there, the guys with the best hands, and he's one of the best athletes on the team. He could be a really good receiver if he wasn't a quarterback.
Is that what Davidson is also did some special teams stuff? That's something good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we just try to get the guys that can field the ball with good hands out there.
You were able to run the ball between the tackles real well. What was the reason for that, do you think?
Well, I think Anthony Allen ran the ball really hard. I think Lucas Cox gave us a big lift because he comes in there, he's a load, he's hard, he runs through some folks. And, you know, clearly you're getting in somebody's way in there if you're running, so the interior offensive line had to do, you know, we had 477 yards rushing, so that's pretty good.
Was this as balanced of a rushing game as you guys have had? You guys had a lot of people on yards, about 60 something.
You know, I don't know, it just kind of ended up that way. Usually the quarterback beat back are going to get most of the yards. I mean, it seemed like early on when A-backs were getting it, we, you know, we're fumbling it around.
Is this overall the best performance you've seen from the team this season?
I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you when I watched the tape, I don't know that it was any, you know, I thought we played pretty good at North Carolina. It's hard to tell. I mean, you know, I think we came out and played well enough to win the game. Just looking on here, I must be off the stats as Josh throwing an interception. I don't remember that one.
They call that.
They call that an interception.
Did it look forward from where you were standing?
I don't know what it was. It looked awful.
I didn't draw that up there.
Like I said, I think you'd like to have that one back.
Do you feel like you guys have finally sort of settled in with the group on defense now? They seem to start to gel a little bit and make some more plays and get some confidence. Do you think this is?
Well, you hope so. I mean, you played half the season. You hope that that you'll, you know, continue to grow and play better.
The secondary from up top seemed to have a pretty good game today. You know, Verica was running around and just kept finding anybody open for a long time.
Yeah, I think we just, you know, the stats are going to be a little bit. They threw for 239 yards.
In 186 on last drive.
Yeah. So they had 376 yards on 59 plays. It's okay.
You did something I hadn't seen before, you know, over in the fourth quarter, I think it was late in the third, and back to the bench, you had the guys and you were drawing something on the chalkboard. Have you seen something out there?
Shoot, they do that every game, every series.
My eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
Usually I'm back there. I made an adjustment. He wanted a visual check. He wanted me to do it for him. So, but yeah, we try to do that after most of the series.
One or two more, please.
Coach, you mentioned being 4-2 and 3-1 in the conference, controlling your own destiny. Do you still see this club as a ACC title
We
contender?
gotta get better, but if we can continue to get better and you can work and get better each week, who knows? I mean, who knows? You just gotta take them one game at a time. I mean, we gotta get ready to play NC State next. And, see if we can't start to string some consistency together back to back to back like we did last year.
One more.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
We're going to Coach Crow next, and then Anthony.